In this video, we will discuss about view caching, view cells, and view cell caching in CodeIgniter 4. So open up your code editor. So I'm continuing my previous project. So here I'll create a new function and I'll name it as test cache, and I'll pass no parameter, and I'll simply return my footer here. So echo view, then footer file. This footer view is inside this views folder, and here footer.php, which we have created in our previous video. So if I go inside this footer.php, then there is h4 and h1 tag. So now if I remove this, save our files and open this in web browser. So before this, open command prompt in your project folder and start the local server. So type php space spark space serve. So local server is running. So open this function. So copy controller name and then our function name. So you can see currently there is one h4 tag which is showing footer of my page. Okay, so to check the cache, let me print some dynamic data on my view. For this, so I'll display current timestamp on my view. For this, there is a function which is named as time, which will return current milliseconds. So now pass this to our view. So I'll name this parameter as time, and value would be a time variable. So if I go inside my view and if I create h2, and here if I print my variable which is time, save our files and reload this page. So you can see the current milliseconds on our screen. If I reload my page, then current millisecond will update it. So whenever I reload my page, this value will be changed according to current milliseconds. So if we cache this page in our cache, then this dynamic value will not update, because then our server will return this view from our cache instead of calling this controller function. So to do this, in our views function, our third parameter is for options, which will accept an array. So I'll create a new variable for this data to make the code cleaner. So I'll create a variable name as data and copy this value here, and the same I'll create a new variable for options. So this will make our code more readable. So we can pass a key which is cache, and it will accept seconds. So if I pass 60 here, this means cache this page for 60 seconds, which means for 1 minute. So if I pass data in my second parameter and options in my third parameter, so if I save this file and reload my page, then here is the current milliseconds. So now if I reload my page again, then it will display my previous millisecond. As you can see, this value is not updated. If I reload again, the value will be remain same, but this value will change after 60 seconds, which means now this page is coming from our cache. As you can see, this value still remains same. So if I try reload after 60 seconds, then we will get new updated value here. Okay, so 60 seconds are complete and you can see there is new value on our view. So this is how you can cache a view in your. So now let's work on the view cell in Coordinator 4. So basically view cell is, if we want to display this controller function inside our view directly, then we use the view cell. For example, if I want to show my this form, if I open this form, so this is our current form. So if we want to display this form inside or this page using view cell, then we will do the following. So first of all, replace the echo with return, because view cell need a string of type HTML, and this view function will return a string which is this HTML data, which means this string will be returned from this view function. So now if I go inside my footer, and here if I call a view cell function, so the function is view underscore cell, and now it requires the function. So if I want to call this function, then we have to pass this namespace and then this controller name and then this function name. To do this, first copy your namespace, then here type slash your namespace slash your controller name, which is build response, and double colon your function name, which is login form. So if I save this file and reload this page, then you can see the form is showing here. So this is the use of view cell inside our view directly. So we can pass variables to this function like this. We will pass variables in our array, then name of that variable, for example title, then value of that title, for example using view cell. So we can retrieve this array inside our function. So we can add a new parameter, for example data, and I'll set this value to empty array. This is default value to this parameter. So if I pass this variable directly to my view function, or if I don't do this, if I do this like title is equals to data and the key name is title, and then we can pass our data array like this, new title and this title variable. Or we can do this in short. For example, if we do this, and this is the same, this means we are passing this parameter directly to our view, and then we can use this key inside our this view. So first try our first method, which is this. So now key is new underscore title. So go inside your show underscore form view. Let's say if I want to display the title here like this. So I'll print my variable name, which is new underscore title. So if I save this file and reload my page, then you can see that value is printed in our form, which is coming from this view cell in the footer.php file. If I change this and add something like 123 and save this file and reload this file, then you can see the value is updated here. Or we can do this in short like I discussed before, like this. If I directly pass this data array to this view, so now the key is this title. So inside our show form, we'll change this new underscore title to title. And if I save this file and reload our page, then it will show the same result. So this is how you can use view cell in CodeIgniter 4 and pass parameters to view cell. And if you want to cache this view cell as well, then you can pass cache time in third parameter. For example, if I want to cache this view cell for 60 seconds, then I will pass 60 here. This means this view cell will be cached for 60 seconds. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends as well, so I can create more valuable content for you. Follow us on other social media accounts as well. Links are in description of this video.